regarding Singateh, and his retail today. Moment, I'm doing this video, I have a whole lot of respect, for Singateh, Freaky Joe, which are the pioneers, the ones that created this whole thing today that we call Gambian music, and a big shout outs to them, but like regarding, the traveling issue, talking about, some of these artists, that are jumping from one place to another doing shows, and then putting their traveling stuffs, and in danger or risking it. I feel like, Singateh was way out of pocket for that. I just feel like, maybe he said it, due to the few encounters that he have, to traveling and all of that. But I don't really think, that was something, that he was supposed to talk about, because like when we were going for our visas, when we were applying for our visas, I believe Singateh had no idea what type of visa we were applying for, what kind of visas we were granted or whatever, so I feel like, stuff like this, if you say it, people see it in different way, there are people, who definitely take it out of context. Maybe Singateh didn't mean it anywhere like that, but it's my own right to, as a Gambian artist, they have been, in Europe for shows, to come here and set the record straight, so all the performances that we were doing when we was in Europe, these were all performances that were correct. We weren't doing any illegal performance, we are not stupid, there were contracts that were there, we knew everything that was involved and stuff like that. So, we didn't do any illegal performances. All the performances that we done when we were in Europe, these were all performances that we were granted, these were all performances that were legal. So if Singateh had came online, and talk about the situation differently, it would have made, it wouldn't have brought all this misunderstanding, because there are people that are actually thinking that, we are going to Europe and then performing, illegally and stuff like that. And this is not the case, I believe Singateh didn't mean it that way, but the fact that it was said, what's been said has been said. And this thing has been trending on the internet. I've been seeing blogs posting about it and stuff like that, which bring people into two different sects. There are people that are taking it in a positive way. There are people that are taking it in a negative way, so it's been said. I believe the best thing that Singateh can do right now, is to really, come on the internet again, go live or go on an interview and correct this mistake, because this is something that, wasn't even supposed to be said at the first place. It wasn't supposed to be said at the first place at all. So for it to be on the internet, for blogs to be taking it that, artists are going in, like, I think that was so incorrect. I think it's so incorrect. And I feel like, it was something that, Singateh, with all the respect that we have for Singateh as an individual, and as a big producer, this was something that could have been said in a different way, so like I said, I still have respect for the guy, but with something said, with my own interest being at risk, and my own name being there, I feel like it is my own risk, like it's my responsibility to talk about this issue. It is my responsibility to come online and talk about this issue, to tell you people that all the Gambian artists that has been performing abroad, they have all been performing legally. No one of them have to be, like, none of them performed abroad illegally. We were performing, the producers were paying their tax and all of that, so none of us were performing illegally. So for him to come online, and talk about, you can talk about a certain situation, because we were all very proud about these girls and Singateh. We were very, very, very proud. We were all happy that they went and done their performances and came. If other shows weren't, like, if other shows that you guys fixed didn't ended up happening, that could have been said in that very context. You could have just based it in that context, but don't bring other artists and then put them in the same situation. This is not how we have to really this is not how we really have to, like, address certain situation. Because if you put other artists, who are the artists that have been to Europe recently? I'm one of them. I'm not even going to mention any other artists. I'm talking about myself. So if you are taking the whole situation and generalizing it towards every other artist, that's wrong. you know, be for the respect that we have for you, you know, and somebody that we have always looked up to since we were little kids till now that we work with you on songs. I believe, you know, the situation could have been handled in a different way than, you know, talking about artists risking their own careers going in performing, you know, on shows illegally. You know, that was very wrong. You know, that statement was very, 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 very wrong, you know, because none of us has performed Europe illegally. You know, we were given visas to go perform at shows, you know. So whatever the case is with that, like certain situation that you guys had, doesn't mean that it has to apply to us, because when we were applying for our visas, Singateh wasn't present, you know. Singateh wasn't present when we were applying for our visas. So if you generalize it, that's where you make the mistake, because a certain situation doesn't look like another situation. Situations are different. So if you happen to take that situation and generalize it like, okay, this is the same situation that we have been through, then that's wrong. You know, that's wrong. So that's the thing here. You know, I feel like, you know, coming here and straightening this thing is my own duty too as well. You know, because it's my interest, being like somebody said something that happened to do with something I've been through. You know, hey, shout outs to you, man, Chris Black, you know, so sometimes all this internet talking and all of that, this is not my thing, you know, but I just feel like, you know, I need to enlighten Gambians and our spectators, you know, all of these fans that are online, people that are seeing stuff online, you know, I believe that, you know, we have to come here and educate you on certain things, you know, because when I saw it, you know, I was really, really heartbroken, you know, like, you know, when I saw it, I was really, really heartbroken and stuff like that. So that's why I believe that, you know, it's my right to come online, you know, and talk about the situation. Me and Singateh, of course, Singateh is my older brother, you know, like I said, we sit down, you know, we talk and stuff like that. So I believe a different approach would have made more visible, like would have been more transparent. It would have been something that would have been more on the way than, you know, just putting us under the table. You know, that's how some people would say it, you know, that somebody is putting us under the bus, you know, like, you know, and then that's not how it's supposed to be. You know, so that's the thing. I was just here, you know, to like I said, it's just gonna be brief.
Wagwan viewers and subscribers, yen xam ngeen naka la ñoko gisandoor ñoko seetaanaan door, because waxoon naa leen wax bi dina ñëw bari bu Singateh Rise posté mu ne comme like most of these Gambian artists are just crisscrossing in Europe with multiple shows without a permit visa to work, earn and pay tax, but instead they are just using visitors visa to perform fofunono, which is very illegal and is very risky because dina yaha sa career bi pour nga dem perform in abroad, especially in Europe. Comme mom ni la ko waxe, and xam ngeen ñaata artists ñoo demoon tour right now si Europe, and even am na ñu wara demat. So Hussain Dada lu nekk di try for explain fi mine, I think Singateh Rise, with all due respect, he is out of pocket because no way. Maybe somebody triggered his anger. Mota mujeke binda article melni. Who knows? But Solen said they say that according to the facts, Hussain Dada Johe, they are not playing it like that, because Lisa comme ça ñu ko publier and yenen bloggers yi comme ñun ñu ko publish tamit dafa gëna wañi interest ci promoters yi tamit, wala dafa gëna ragal lo gaay pour gaay mëna jël artist yi pour gaay yobu gaay to. So li lu jara bay hell la. So lu ma fi yaga tamit, shout out to Jobis, the man himself, that's my mate. So lu may def moy dama ko bay sel loxo and then ku nekk wax idea, because waxon na len ko from the start, the people might def that story, waxon na len wax bi dina ñew bari ci fi, because li it will trigger a lot of talk. So lu ñu def moy dama ko bay ku nekk wax sa xelaat ci li, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.